Brennan Johnson's goal coming in the 6th minute of stoppage time. Frank, it wasn't pretty, but a big win for Spurs, especially the bounce back after last week's disappointing draw where they dropped points in the last minutes.
It was crucial for them to get back into confidence and to win that game. It wasn't easy. The first 15 minutes, I tell you, Brighton, they were over the Spurs, and I didn't see that coming. But Spurs reacted very well. They had some possibilities to score, but Richarlison was so clumsy on the last pass, for example, on the assist, as we call it. But again, you have sometimes, some geniuses in that team offensively, and they do what they have to do. And really, I call them the Sons family. Maddison, Richarlison, Heung-min-Son, and now Johnson. They all do the job at front, and it's very entertaining. And the last goal, it's just a beauty. I mean, how it comes, the pace that it goes to, and the finishing, everything's perfect. Yeah, they don't deserve to win. I think today they don't deserve to win, but they did. Manchester City didn't deserve today to win, but they did. So it's always the 3 points that counts, and get the confidence back for Spurs is really crucial.
I still see some Spurs fans moaning
About?
the substitutions. Why they're telling him, we're losing late goals. Look where they're sitting in the league, for God's sake. Look at the football they're playing compared to where you've come from. The manager's been in the job, 7 months, 8 months at most. Lost the best striker in Europe at the time in Harry Kane. Has had injury problems all over the place. They're sitting fourth.
It's a complete revolution, isn't it?
Would you back them to finish fourth?
Would I back them? I'd back them ahead of Aston Villa. I think they're running out of steam.
Okay.
I think
Villa, they're way ahead of Man United. Would you back them ahead of Man United?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
So you are basic. Because other than that, you got to.
Well, Man United have had a decent run of results. Whether that can keep going remains to be seen. Villa, I thought, were in pole position, but the last month they've started to look jaded. Right. We've seen that in their performances. They've lost at home now to Newcastle, and last time out against who was it? Chelsea, which is a big surprise in the FA Cup. I mean, they made Villa look very good, and we know they haven't been. So I think Tottenham, with all those guys coming back from the Asian Cup and the African Cup of Nations, coming back from injury, Van de Ven, getting Bentancur, keeping him fit again, bringing in an extra body in Timo Werner. They've got options, and I think they're looking good for fourth. What's to complain about that? Possible fourth place, and playing some of the best football in the Premier League, compared to finishing 8th last year, and people had to get behind the sofa when Spurs were playing. They were that bad. But yet you can never please everybody. You agree, Stevie, that they're right now the leader in the clubhouse or the favourite to finish fourth?
Listen, Villa's got a problem. If something happens to Ollie Watkins, they're done. I mean, Spurs have got options up front. It's Postecoglou's thinking, who do I leave out? That's not what Unai Emery's thinking. He's thinking, how do I keep this guy fit? I mean, that's basically it. So, yeah, that situation, Tottenham, no question.
I mean, Spurs have coped without Sarr and Bissouma. By Bentancur coming back, by Skip coming in, by Højbjerg coming in. It's not an ideal scenario, but they've coped. Spurs are already... Villa are already struggling because Douglas Luiz and John McGinn look tired, right? Never mind that they've not had them in the team and they've had to cope without them. They couldn't. They just don't have the players to come in. Dendonker's not going to come in and do the same job. And Boubacar Kamara in the last game against Chelsea was horrendous. So I think there's a lot of work to do there for Unai Emery, who's had a lot of plaudits. But I think if Postecoglou was to get this Spurs team in the Champions League in his first year, with all the problems and playing in the manner in which they have, it would be some achievement.
Yeah, so the race for the Premier League top four well and on. What about at the bottom of the table? Big six-pointer in the relegation zone tonight. Luton Town taking on Sheffield. Sheffield 3-1 winners. Archer, McAtee, and Vinicius, your goal scorers for Sheffield. Carlton Morris with the one goal for Luton. That one 7 minutes into the second half. What does it mean at the bottom of the table, where right now Luton in 17th, Everton, Burnley, and Sheffield United there in your bottom three?
Well, Everton could get jettisoned just by the points alone. They've already been taking 10 off, and there could be more coming. Nottingham Forest are in the same boat. So that win today for Sheffield United at least keeps it somewhat alive.
I mean, but you got to figure that they're going down.
Don't you think that loss for Luton was bigger than Sheffield's win?
Yeah, Sheffield's not coming back. From
Sheffield's, regardless of what Sheffield won,
Sheffield and Burnley are
they're
probably down.
Well, particularly the way Luton have been playing.
For Luton to have won this game would have thrown them up to about 15th or something. I mean, that would have been such a lift for them. But they lost, and now they're still hanging around in fourth bottom.
You think they'll go down?
Yes.
Yeah, you agree?
Who?
Luton.
Well, I don't know because Everton.
It's between them and Everton, basically, and Forest, right? Those three for that last
Well, if we think Sheffield United, right? If the
Palace are not.
right. Well, hold on. If the consensus is possibly that Sheffield United, and this is not a consensus, I would imagine, in parts of Sheffield, that they've gone, then what about the possibility for another points deduction for Everton on top of the points deduction they have, and the one that's certainly going to come Forest way?
Yeah.
It's like asking how long a piece of string is, because these two sides, I mean, I'm starting to worry for Everton now.
Yeah.
I really am. And if Forest get deducted points, which it looks likely, I don't think they'll survive either. Yeah. So I'll be honest, I have no idea who's going to go at this rate, apart from Sheffield United.